House doors immediately.
Goodness me, like, I'm still speechless at the things that happened in the very first Saturday night party, guys. Hey! I really don't know how to explain this, but a lot, a whole lot happened in Biggie's party. Like, that party was literally, we saw a lot of things happen. I mean, literally, guys, it looks like this first party was just like they opened the doors to marital bliss for some housemates. Like, literally, I felt like all the housemates came into that party with one agenda. It just looked like all of them came in with the agenda to come and find one partner that they're going to settle down with. Like, goodness me, I definitely did not see Cyph and Doyin from 1,000 miles, not even a mile away. I don't know if anybody was as surprised as I was, but I was definitely surprised watching these housemates show what they are really, really made of. Like, this housemates show the naughtiest part of them today. And if there's anybody to give big boza to, it will be Doyin and Cyph. Like, I mean, anyways, guys, I'm going to be telling you all that went down in the Saturday night party. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, please subscribe if you haven't, and turn on the post notification bell. Let me know your thoughts. What did you think about that party? There was a lot went on. I mean, I don't know, but at this point, I think I really need to appreciate the SCV team, the Big Brother team, for helping us with 2 camera angles. Like, I literally feel like we have, it's a double channel, right, that is showing the Big Brother show. And so when you tune into this place, you're not seeing the same thing you're seeing in the other channel. Like, it's just different vibes, different action, different viewing. Hey, it has been a lot, but I know that even though that we're seeing some of the highlights, I know there's still some highlights that we probably didn't see. Anyways, I'm going to be taking you through everything that happened. So, guys, Saturday night party is the first Saturday night, and these guys came out looking raving hot. Like, every of them was looking on point. And I don't know, but I really love the fact that this housemates actually bonded with themselves, and then each of them have like a friend, like a bestie in the next level. So for you all, you know that the level 1 and level 2 housemates, anytime they meet, most of them just connect with their besties immediately. So we saw that same thing happening. We actually saw people like doing, connect easily to her girl Beauty. We saw, it was just the same vibe, Amaka and Diane, and that, like, it was just that flow of, okay, let's vibe, let's connect, let's have fun. And guys, a lot of things happened. But I'm gonna say the most interesting part of the whole conversation was just watching how these guys were playing with each other. And when I say playing with each other, I think I would like to start with the Shakes and the groovy friendship. I don't even know what to call it, but they've been acting like they're cool together, they're brotherly. There's this bromance that is going on around them. So we actually saw Groovy, like, before the party. You guys remember that Groovy and Beauty actually set their boundaries, and that boundary was set by Beauty, and Beauty was like, you know what, I don't want to tie you up, I don't want to make you have a strike, I'm careless, you're careful, so don't talk to me, be on your own, let me be on my own, let me see how this works. So basically that was Beauty ranting, but we literally saw that at the end of that rant, they actually made up before they went into the Saturday night party. So it was more like they were still a couple while they were partying. And then, guys, I mean, Groovy was just being Groovy. He was having fun, jiving all the ladies. Beauty had her time with Shakes. Shakes actually walked up to her, and then they were having this conversation. It was an ear-to-ear thing. I don't know, but so many of these housemates really looked amazing. People like, I mean, Bella looked smashing hot. I almost didn't recognize her when I was watching her do her thing. So we literally just saw, Shakes move to, Beauty, and was trying to initiate a conversation. They're having conversations and conversations, and at the end of the day, we actually noticed that Groovy, on the other hand, was also having a very interesting conversation with Bella, and at some point you could tell that that conversation was a big bother to Beauty. Anyways, at the end of the day, we shall notice that Groovy came to apologize, and then Beauty was like, you know what, we're not going to talk about it now. We'll talk about it later. Guys, a lot of the scenes were quite interesting. I'm not going to lie. One of the most interesting scenes was actually seeing how Phyna was rocking Eloswag. Like, I don't know, but for some reason, I feel like that connection, that intimacy we're seeing, maybe might be motivated from Phyna, because I literally noticed that Phyna could not keep her hands by like to herself. She was just touching Eloswag like every single opportunity she had to touch this guy. She was just feeling his head, touching him in all those kind of romantic kind of careers. So I feel like Phyna probably started having some kind of feelings towards Eloswag, and she felt like shooting her shot, and basically maybe that is why Eloswag is actually reciprocating. Anyways, but you guys know that before the show, these guys have been sidelining themselves. Guys from the level 1 housemates have been like, you know what, this level 2, these guys are in the big champ in the market, they don't know this, they don't know that, a lot of conversations has been happening. And then guys, I was expecting them to be keeping their cool up before me, but it was quite funny to see that when they came together and they were partying, everybody was literally trying to get to know the other person. The conversations were very, very, very interesting. And guys, I'm not gonna lie. I was actually expecting that kiss that happened between Cyph and Doyin. I literally was expecting to come from Phyna and Eloswag because of the way Phyna was all over Eloswag. But it was a shocking, like it was a shock. It was a shock to see Cyph from nowhere, like Cyph from nowhere. I don't know how it happened, but I felt like Cyph had just noticed Doyin and was like, you know what, I'm going to mark her from beginning to end. And I feel like they just vibed immediately. I mean, Doyin has been looking for that person to chill with, and thankfully, she found it in Cyph. Anyways, Groovy, so many things happen. Groovy and Beauty have their time. It was quite interesting, like just to see how this housemates were really dancing. Like everybody was feeling themselves. We saw people like Chomzy and what's her name again? Chomzy, Ilebaya, and Chichi. It was like they formed this gang, and Diane, they had this gang, and they were really dancing to themselves, really, really expressing themselves. I mean, Hermes wasn't out of the game. We actually saw Hermes rocking. I for a fact, I think I noticed that Hermes is completely 100% comfortable around Alice, because we just saw him like vibe with her like much more than he did with the other housemates. Literally, guys, it was just vibes on vibes. These guys were catching crews. Everybody was having fun. It was a lit event, and it was more like there was also a lot of gossips that happened in between that party. So at some point, one housemate from any of the levels will come and drag somebody outside, and then they have a conversation. So it just literally happened with almost all those housemates. They were just having those side gist. But I'm not gonna lie, the biggest gossip for the night for me was the gossip that happened between Beauty and Doyin. And for the fact that at the end of the day, Doyin was literally just giving Beauty some inside tips on how to connect or win checks, and I'm like, why is she even doing this? I don't know, but this housemate looks like they are all petty and they're waiting for just an opportunity to just explode. But I mean, literally, the highlight for the night was literally just watching how Cyph and Doyin locked lips after they were told to leave the arena. And you guys know that one of the benefits for winning the arena games on Friday is that they have extra privilege to use the pool, after the party. And so level 1 housemates who didn't win the pool were supposed to go in and lock their doors, and then the level 2 come in to enjoy the blast. Anyways, guys, it's been a lot. There's been so much conversation. These guys are showing themselves, like really showing themselves. There's been a lot of friction. Lots of fights has been happening. I can't even go ahead to tell you what's been happening, but I'm definitely going to be sharing that in the future with you guys. All hell broke loose after they got back. It was just between Groovy and Beauty, and guys, I would say we saw the wild beast in Beauty. I don't know, but I really, really don't want to talk about that in this video. I'm definitely going to be sharing it in my next video, so you guys really want to stick around. Thank you so much for watching. So I see you guys next time. It's been really keeping it real as usual. Ciao, ciao, guys.